Hi, I'm Peices, and this is Hearts of Iron 4 by Blood Alone, where we're playing the German Reich with expert AI. And last episode we didn't go very far on the clock, but we went quite deep into Poland in the 6 days we've been at war with them. So we're gonna pick off right where we left off. We're just gonna start off by checking that all of our armored battalions or armored divisions are actually doing something. So we've got Rommel up here and he isn't doing anything. We've actually got a medal we can award one of our motorized infantry divisions. That's pretty neat. I think we've reassigned them to start going down here and help to clear out at least these plains tiles down here. We can get up to Warsaw's northern flank, because we want to capitulate Poland as soon as possible. We are at 27% and we need to grab more than 80% of their victory points, right? We could call Slovakia in too. That'll open up another front here, but this is a hard place to advance on as well. Would be some... we've actually got this pretty well protected. We might as well call in Slovakia as well. At least open up this front and allow these units to help out with these attacks here. Especially this one here doesn't seem to be doing too well. It might actually just be that it needs to run for a few hours. No, we've got a very big river crossing penalty there of 46%. So of course there's a small estuary going up there. So maybe we need to rethink this one. Would be nice if we could get those on our side. Let's try and support them with this mountain division there. They are moving about... Yeah, the Slovakians are attacking there too now, alright. We might want to... maybe if we actually go with the tanks towards Katowice instead. This one here is urban, of course. But it's probably going to be better than doing this one. They do have a couple of advantages here, of course. They've got a lot of defense. We're just having a tough time to break through that. We can leave it going for just a little bit longer. Okay, so Romulus on the move. That was the... Oh yeah, because if they go here, of course, they will end up in combat. That's fine. We can go there. We've got 3 unassigned divisions here. And how many do we have? I thought we had 9 divisions assigned there already. We've got quite a lot here that are unassigned. Wonder where the other ones are then. Yes, they should be on this, helping to support over here, of course. No, I thought they should be. If we just pop them in and out, of course they should be assigned to an order again. We do the same thing there, and we will pop those 2 same back. Then we get auto-assigned to some order. We'll figure that one out later. Let's pull this line down just a little bit. We do kind of want to keep these going that way. That is encircled. We don't want to annihilate them. Here though, I think this is a good opportunity to try and push across. Let's see if we can make that. There shouldn't be a fort here either, right? No, there's no fort there. So let's keep going. Looks like we are breaking through here on the northern side. Okay, so we've got Brest-Litovsk. That means we also have supply here in this region now. Well, we should have. It's not connected, of course, but we should be connected to the local supply. It's not enough for them, but at least there is some. Oh, we could actually go and grab Pinsk or something. This, however, will cut them off supply. No, they got supply here in Białystok and Grodno as well. Oh well. Now we should be punching through there very soon. There we go. We've made a connection. Our tanks are also coming in. Let's start up this attack already before they try and advance into these plains here. Do we have enough? No, we've only got the 1 division there. Now we probably want to support this attack. And Rommel can help with clearing this up. maybe we can annihilate those there. Let's see, we think we've got... that should be Guderian's army, right? Oh, no, it was Manstein's. We do want to have them moving up front, and we want to keep going. And there as well, we don't have the flanks perfectly secured there just yet, though. Let's see, we'll keep advancing that way. These are our not so good infantry divisions. They are missing some artillery, but they're not quite as well suited for. Let's see, we've turned this one around now. We still have that horrible river crossing. How is our cast doing? We're doing some damage at least. But we should be fighting in green. This is in green up here. What's going on there? Okay, they're being shot down because they're fighting in this territory. En route there, of course. We do have a massive advantage here, though. Let's see if we can... we should be able to see some... we've lost more fighters than they have. That's no good. That's 4 in air battles, and we lost 1 in accidents. We can guess that they also lost 1 in accidents. Lost some bombers and some support aircraft too, of course. We have lots of aircraft flying here. Oh, they got a numerical superiority as well. Our aircraft does look like they are better than theirs on average. How are we doing here then? It should probably be... we can't see that. Okay, our air defense is lower than their air attack, alright. Here they've also got the numerical superiority in fighters. Oh, they got Hurricanes here. And the D510s. Those are French basic fighters, I believe. That's 5. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. We do have some support going on a little bit here and there. Maybe we could fly some air supply dropping to our paratroopers in here. This isn't the most, or the best supplied region in the one that we have. Let's move up there. And this should force the Poles to try and relocate a lot of their divisions. Tanks here are in full supply. Let's go there and try to take Grodno instead. And we divert those up north, and the motorized divisions can keep going down south there. And we will support them with the paratroopers. And these shouldn't be going anywhere. They're just redistributing themselves. And we've also almost got them in a second pocket in here. We're going to need to take Lodz and Warsaw, probably Krakow, and usually down to Lvov. We should be coming through here. Let's keep pushing towards Krakow. We don't want them to reinforce this battle that we're finally about to win. It would be nice to cut this airbase in Krakow off too. And that's our next target here anyway, so... And they're of course trying to move into us, and that just forced them to fatigue out even faster. We should be okay for attacking into the hills somewhere here too. I don't think we can make our... No, we can make our lines a little bit smoother here. We attack in there, I think. At least those should be able to support maybe even these. Yeah, there we go. We do have some... Yeah, we'll hang on to that for a little bit more, I think. Okay, so we are at the gates of Warsaw. Let's see what Manstein is up to. We need to bring these forth, of course. Oh, we did get cut off down here. So they managed to break through. Let's push there. And we should be able to... I did manage to bring one division in there. And okay, so let's halt that attack and move there instead. We should be there for first. Yeah, there we go. And now we got 5 of their divisions encircled instead. So let's... okay. Oh, they just started that attack. Let's use our tanks to try and clear this out first. Yeah, you need to go down there as quick as possible. We don't want to get our divisions encircled, do we? And you probably need to hurry up to get into that pocket and help to secure it. So let's get those in there, and we only want Rommel here. And keep pushing south. Now we don't have any supply here, do we? It would be nice to, we need to take loads. And of course tanks aren't the best thing to be fighting in the cities with. But if we spread out a little bit that way, it should be fine. Should be able to knock these up just a little bit as well. We move that line around to the spearhead, and we'll move this army up north a little bit. We'll just shuttle them around. Or shuffle them around. Okay, let's keep marching forward there. Looks like we're making a good advance here. Let's see if we can't finish this off. Now that we do have them in it's a mountain here, but we've got a good surround on them, so this will of course free up a lot of troops. It should go fast. It's just one division there. We did manage to take the airfield. That might be able to... How big is it? 800. That's huge. We should be able to move some of the shorter ranged aircraft up, like these ones. They should do better from there. Tactical wingers or tactical bombers. We could move them. This doesn't make that much sense to move up. Let's move the... we've got 200 aircraft coming from there. Let's move them up to there. And I think if we move these up, and those are the heavy fighters, they're doing fine from where they are. Let's move them up there. Just it's a little bit closer. At least they're taking up from the right territory. Okay, so I think this is where we need to focus most of our attention. Alright, so we finished the advanced machine tools. We're still waiting for the advanced equipment conversion, 45 days. Some excavation would be nice, as would the oil, of course. We don't have a very good stockpile of oil, so we need to be looking into those later on too. I do, however, think it is radar would be really good to get as well. As with the computing machine is a little bit too much ahead of time. As is the engines 3, that would be a nice tech to pick up. Could do some naval technology. We are doing landing craft there though. We don't really need to have more than one. Snorkels would be a good one for our naval operations. We are working on the howitzers. Anti-tank, we don't really need either of those right now. I think maybe the industry tab is where we want to be for the moment. I would like to pick up the engines and armor there as well, but we're a little bit ahead of time. Cheaper trains would be a good thing. This could also be an option. I haven't really decided which route to go just yet. This of course too would be good to keep up to date. As would these, to improve the special ops. Don't have that many of them though, so let's focus a little bit here on the oil. And I think most of our fuel is coming from actual oil. We've only got 8 of it, but that's 860 or 460 of our fuel. And our refineries are just giving... Oh, they're giving 1.2k, so refineries are actually giving more. That's 10% more to the refineries. This is 50% more to the refineries, and it's a much quicker tech. We're going to pick that one up. And it doesn't look like we're actually breaking through them there. I think we're spread a little bit too thin right here. Let's see if we can attack with one of our infantry divisions there instead. He's probably going to have to retreat from there. But the main thing of this is that we're forcing them to relocate a lot of their troops. Let's attack there. This one looks like it's strategically redeploying. And most of these are also strategically redeploying now. So we've got 2 divisions here that are standing guard. They can keep going. Roman's going to take that tile, and we can attack him from here too. And they can support from there. We'll tighten the noose here. It would be good if we could cut them off somewhere here, of course. Let's try to pin them down and see if we can't go forth there. And looks like we are about to make the breakthrough around Krakow as well. It would be fun to check out the naval combat too and see if we are sinking any convoys. Actually, it looks like they are holding on a little bit there, and they are getting reinforced. Yeah, we are in so low supply here, of course. How are we doing here? They should be suffering massive penalties. They're minus 30% for being encircled. They're taking twice the damage. Oh no, they can pierce us. Okay. That was a much better tooltip than it used to be. So 3 enemy divisions can't pierce us. It would be nice if there was different ones. Oh well. They can pierce these 2, maybe they're saying. I think that should be fine though. It would be nice to have some CAS in here as well. And we do have these. We do have space at the airfield there, so let's move those up. I think they are... Yeah, they're the ones... No, they... Yeah. These ones are assigned to interception here in Poland, I think. And it's... the Heinkel 51, so there's pitiful range on them, of course. And radar here should be giving us a decent advantage. How are we doing for construction? Now we're into producing factories again, that's good. Next factory should go to the Panzer IVs, that's nice. We can actually start putting them into production. We are going to be able to cut at least 2 divisions off there, it looks like. Let's make sure that we pin them in place there then. And let's reinforce this attack from the other side. Yeah, this attack into the city isn't doing too fine. The low supply, of course, really batters your breakthrough. So we're gonna hold back on that one. I'm gonna have to sort out the supply a little bit here, I think. No, we're not gonna be able to do that either. Let's rotate them up to help out with the closing here instead. We can do that. We don't have the supply ready to cut through. We probably need to... If we can take Krakow, that would be good. We probably need to take Lodz before we can take Warsaw. We should be able to consolidate the northern end of the river here, though. Let's keep going. Let's clear them out from there. This is looking quite good, actually. We are moving in with another division there to help support that. And they will probably move up north here. Do we want to... Oh, we probably want to grab Grodno. How many victory points is 3 up here too? For... what's it called? Baranovic. That would be a good one to take. Wilno should be... No, it's also only 3. And there are a lot of victory points up here on these 3. Otherwise Pinsk is 1, and down here Rodnev's 1, and Stanislavov is 1. Lvov, of course, is 3 as well. So maybe we can try and take these 3 up here. Let's move with our paratroopers into the forest here. And we should be able to move into the marshes there. We can take Pinsk too. Just spread their lines a little bit thinner. Let's make sure that we are covering everywhere. that should fall any second. Oh wait, maybe should be assaulting Krakow with a little bit more than one division. I shouldn't have any trouble at all taking them with the 5 divisions. And they are of course going to be shuffling in. We do however need to get some more troops up on the border there. Let's go that way. Once this is finished off, they should be moving forward. I'm not sure we do want to advance very much further here. Let's do this. We don't have any kind of troops following them up to support this breakthrough. They're all stuck around here. Okay, so let's finish this pocket off that's binding up a lot of our divisions. Let's just make it a little bit quicker. Yeah, let's just finish them off instead. This is a large enough pocket, I feel, that we can try and salvage that equipment once Poland capitulates. This one, yeah, we're gonna halt that armored attack. I don't really like to have this one there either. But for the moment, that's fine. It can stay. Okay, let's keep moving up here. Let's extract our paratroopers from there. Let's put them there in the city for now. Okay, so we have formed our cryptology department. And we probably want to go straight for a radio interception group. Actually, the cipher is probably more important. Let's grab the cipher first. And how long until we need 30, of course. We'll have to wait just a little bit longer there. All is quiet on the western front. Of course, the Sitzkrieg is raging on the western front. And looks like they're reinforcing there, but Krakow's gonna fall soon. Let's use these divisions and push in here. I know they wanted to go in and plug that hole, but we're not allowing them to do that just yet. We should probably be moving forward here. See if we can't make a river crossing somewhere. Should be possible there. Looks like their weak point. Yeah, so we have some kind of foothold on the other side. I think that we need to close that. Yeah, the railway's running through there. So we do need to close this one out. So let's grab these 2 panzer divisions under Guderian. Let's move them up to Białystok. That should be fine. We've got plenty of supporting pieces there. Okay, we probably want to move up to secure our flanks a little bit there. We do need to shorten this front down. Okay, so all of these here have been freed up, and that's good. These are only 9. This is... well, that's the 8th. Okay, so we can actually scoot this over. Probably, let's just start with there. Let's then scoot this one up. And those 18 can go there, and we can bring this one down just a little bit. All of these are going to get assigned to new places. Let's just have them go quickly to wherever they are now assigned. Anyone who can move. Most of the front should be protected by various attacks. Okay, we didn't get any supply for our tanks here either. It's not going to help with that railway. We really need to take Lodz, and I think that's going to be an infantry assault. Yeah, that should do it. Let's see if we can't help with some tanks from here. These are our good troops as well. We shouldn't have any bigger trouble getting them out from there. Okay, they are trying to get around here to plug this gap. Here we have supply for Guderian's tanks. Let's use that. And we want to support this, of course, so we can hook up this supply hub. We did manage to cross the river here too. That's really good. Let's just move someone over there and see if we can hold it as well. Seedlit's just 1 victory point. We should be doing quite okay there for now. Halfway to capitulation. Warsaw, of course, has loads of victory points as soon as that falls. Now, of course, we have... we should maybe move Manstein just off the front for a little bit. Let's have him just pull back. That should ease the supply situation here dramatically. And that should ensure that we can actually take lots. We can attack lots from another direction, and let's use half of them to actually attack down there. Here we want to try to... we do want to take Kelsey. That's 5 victory points, yeah. Let's go Kelsey and then Radom, and we'll have Warsaw in a good position to conquer as well. We did manage to take Krakow and Katowice. That is lots of supply for this side of the front, of course. We should be able to keep pushing here. And we'll head for Zamosk. Let's make sure that we are still pushing here. We don't want to push into the mountains there. We do dare to step outside Slovakia because they've got at least a decent defensive unit there. Okay, so this is cleared out. It's going to take a little bit of time to repair that railroad, of course. But maybe we can... It does look like we are going to get supply down here very soon, though. I think we might want to go down on the... No, we want to follow the railroad, if possible. Let's go there and let's plan for an attack on Cowell. You can see if we can get our infantry up here. Well, actually, I'm pretty happy sitting there. Going there would just mean we need another division to uphold everything. We've got the paratroopers here. We might be able to pull them out for... Let's plug them into the gap there. They are well-trained troops and a decent template. They're not an offensive template though, so... Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, we do have some more political power. Let's see what we want to use that for. We are on extensive conscription. We did go up, so we have plenty of manpower. We are still mobilizing a little bit more. That should see us through at least until the end of 40, I would say. It should see us through even further than that. We do want to get someone in here. I'm thinking Himmler could actually be a good one to put in. Hess isn't going to be worth it, neither is Bormann, of course. And if you want to go Bormann, you should do it as the first pick. We could actually go with Canaries as well. For the extra operative. It could be helpful. Material designers. We could go for Mauser or Opel. Could go for a theorist. High command though. We might want to pick one of these. Let's do that from here. I could go... Maneuver warfare would be a good one. I like flexible organization though. That org loss while moving is golden. And that doesn't... We might want to save... We want to try to get some doctrines out, so let's save the experience for that. And I think here we want to go with... Well, Rommel would be good. Yeah, let's save for Rommel. I think that's a good use. Could of course go for Ferdinand Schörer. That's probably going to do us more good for the current war we are in. Rundstedt is good as well. That's his Fritsch. Yeah, let's go with Ferdinand Schörer. I think that's going to do us more good right now. And it's going to do us good all throughout the campaign, of course. Okay, so Manstein here, or Guderian, is moving in place. Manstein, of course, is parked up here having some R&R. And we've, of course, taken all the victory points up there, so... we do have Lodz here. Oh, we've got 18 divisions, of course, stacked up in the same location. Let's keep shuffling a little bit here. That should be fine. We should be able to move this down a little bit. That's why there's so low supply here, of course, because we've got everyone sitting in the same location. Let's see if that helps it a little bit by moving everyone out. Okay, let's keep going there. Okay, this line can be bended, I think. Let's make that one smaller, though. We can probably punch through this with the mountaineers. We'll knock one of their divisions out. And then we'll sit on the mountain tile as a crux instead. It's up and running here now. Next supply hub. No, it's coal isn't a supply hub. Supply hub is out east of it. Taking it as a good railway hub, though. That'll force their supply up a different... But we've already broken it by taking Pinsk here. So they don't get any supply up north here from their capital. Kowl is just one victory point, but Lvov and Warsaw should be good enough. It looks like the supply here has cleared up. So let's go in a little bit further here. Looks like we do need to select someone now. We can get rid of that. Move them up and see if we can't get some orders in through Warsaw there. Ciphers. We do want to get started on the British ciphers. We're never going to finish the French ones in time. These ones don't matter at all. Soviet one is a big uphill as well. Alright, let's start decrypting the UK. Let's see if we can... Yeah, here we go. Let's move in on Warsaw. Panzers can go in the southern direction once they arrive here. Now we want to keep pushing here. Now we want to push up this direction. And now we're grabbing all the infantry as well. Okay, we ran out of supply here, and the supply is coming all the way from Krakow, which hasn't been hooked up. Another 4 days. It's going to take a long time for it to trickle all the way here. The next supply hub here is Lvov. And that's kind of the where we're heading in this direction too. It looks like we are fine for now, though. There's not that many troops or divisions around there. Okay, they should be finishing up their shuffling there. Okay, we did manage to capture an Estonian operative. How are we doing for our... We should be... No, we don't want to do any one of these. Wanted to see here. We should be... Yeah, 22. So I got a little while to go there. Okay, we did make it all the way down here. Let's make sure we widen this one up. We have units or divisions moving down into the gap here. That's perfect. Let's push over the river here. We'll keep them in place. The tanks will crush this division. At least kind of widen up our spearhead a little bit here. And then we'll fall over on the eastern side. I think Lublin was a supply hub as well. So grabbing that would be... It wouldn't actually benefit us, but it'll cut the poles off from supply, of course. The tanks are coming down south. We should probably be supporting this attack even if it is across rivers. Rommel can keep on going down this side. Let's give him some infantry support and some pinning support. That's also across a river, of course. Let's give Manstein some infantry support this direction as well. Let's make sure we try to push in here and push them back. I think we are doing okay up here. We could push them out there. Let's just grab the, at least shorten our lines a little bit. We can grab that one and this province. It should be in a fairly bad supply here. Yeah, okay, we're missing some garrison equipment. That's fine, that'll have to do for now. They are attacking us here. Do we have, yeah, we've got someone defending here. I shouldn't have any bigger issues holding on there. The air war is doing okay. It looks like they're back to trying to bomb us with 17 bombers. That's... I hope that we can shoot some of them down. And now that the fighting has gone on a little bit more, you can see that we have shot down more than we've lost, and we've lost 9 to accidents. That's the big thing they changed in the latest patch, of course. You now lose a lot of aircraft to accidents. That's something to keep in mind. Which is also why I think that... Did we pick this one? Yeah, aircrew service. I think this one is actually quite valuable now. Especially if you're flying air superiority missions or CAS and logistics strikes that fly all the time. I see almost half of our, or a third of our losses in all categories are from accidents. Which is fairly true of the time period as well, so I quite like that they made that change. Let's see how we're doing out here in the sea. So we're sinking some convoys there. We've got some going on down here. We lost a submarine. That's a shame. It was one of our U-27. That should be one of the older submarines. And U-45 been sinking convoys up here. That's a few more there. Iberian coast here seems to be doing well enough. Some convoys. Let's just take a quick peek at them. Don't seem to be catching anything down here. Down here, of course, we've got the Graf's Bay in killing convoys. And Graf's Bay is on a move, on a prowl down here. Of course, the easier way, if you want to just quickly see how you're doing, you check the battle log lost ships up here. You can see that we have, in the last month, we've sunk 4 French submarines as well. We've lost 1 submarine for 49 convoys and 4 French subs. And there's actually another submarine and 5 more convoys up here this side too. The submarines have probably been sunk down here in the Danish belts, yeah. We are currently mining that too. That's going to help us with the naval superiority later on. Probably want to be out here mining. Do the allies have anything? Might want to scooch our... I want to lay a little bit more mines. So we're going to want to have these mines once we go to war with the Soviet Union anyway, so... But yeah, we probably want to get the ones here in the East and North Sea earlier. Let's move the mining fleet out here. Let's get them off from there. We might lose some of them out here though. We don't want them to engage at all, so do not engage. Just try to get them out of there as soon as possible. We should have some aircraft around here too. Let's move those over here. We'll have at least something kind of half-heartedly patrolling them. And we probably should have enough to put up another scout. Yeah, we got here another scout fleet. Could put up a wing of naval bombers as well. Do we have anything else that could be sort of useful here? got a few fighters. Heavy fighters, so no, those would be really good for this mission as well, though. Those go up, yeah, they go up in 100 since it's at an airfield. Wouldn't be all bad though. Let's put both of those up, but I want to get those as low priority. They can have obsolete naval aircraft. Did we get to? No, we don't want those. Want all of these put in there. They are going to be naval patrolling and naval strikes. Yeah, these don't need to be doing naval patrol, and these should be doing interception. That should be fine. At least we have a little bit more of an air force going up here. And Poland should be fairly close to capitulating now. 81. So I think Warsaw should do it. Okay, an Irish operative as well. We should be reaching Lvov soon as well. That's an empty tile. They just retreated out from there. We want to leave at least one there. We want to pin him in place, and then we're heading in this direction. Can we cross the river here? I don't think so. We want to support that attack, I think. We could actually go around it as well. No, that's fine. Let's support it from here as well. Let's see if our paratroopers can do anything there. And let's support this attack from the land side. That'll be a lot more effective. And of course we would like to get some more land sides in on Warsaw here. Well, the tanks are advancing. So we're going to get more sites to put our troops on here. That's really good. And then we'll have them turn south into Radom and help the Manteufel's panzers. Let's advance up there. Looks like we've had... we just put them in there first. As he's got the not quite as competent troops. Okay, let's support that attack. And let's immediately follow that up with a river crossing. Because that same division, of course, is going to end up defending there. And Grodno was worth 3 points as well. That's a good one to pick up. Radom, that's a good one to pick. And well, Lvov seems to be open for the taking. Let's leave one behind and keep advancing. Let's into the sides. Let's do the same thing here. I've actually not got anyone there. The tanks are kind of out of position here now. Let's push up where we can with them though. We've got some SS divisions up there as well. Let's move in this direction. Mountaineer can actually move straight out that way. Okay, we got Warsaw actually surrounded. Now we probably want to get some of our... Let's get the panzers. They can help out with that attack. Maybe they'll get a medal for it. There we go. So Poland has capitulated. And we did keep quite a few divisions up there. They had quite a few divisions left. That's netted us with 12,000 infantry equipment. 17 trains. Do we have anything more down here? 1 improved artillery. I guess that's good. That's 300 trucks. That was quite a good catch. 300 trucks, 17 trains, and 12,000 infantry equipment. 13 days left of fuel. So let's make sure we stockpile some more for the upcoming campaigns. Alright. So let's start off with this one. The fall of Warsaw. German forces advancing in Poland have succeeded in capturing Warsaw. Sporadic fighting continues in Prague and a few other districts, but organized resistance in the city seems to have ceased. The Polish government reportedly evacuated the city as the first German units entered Warsaw's suburbs, and their present location is unknown. Fighting against the German invaders continued in other parts of the country. but the loss of the capital is a serious blow to the Polish war effort. Now historically, Warsaw fell already in late September, and Poland surrendered on the 6th of October. But it is what it is. Another victory for the fatherland. And we also have this one, of course. Poland has capitulated. Adolf Hitler has announced that the cowardly Polish nation could no longer withstand the pressure from the overwhelming presence of the German forces throughout the country. The Polish government chose to flee the country and has gone into exile. Their main forces have capitulated, and the German Reich is now in control of their home area, although the war against what remains of the Allies continues elsewhere. This is a great victory for all of the Axis. This, of course, is just the standard capitulation note, but that is great news. Now let's push a little bit of a pause there. Let's grab our new stockpile. We now have about a million unemployed soldiers here that we need to put to work. But that'll have to be in the next episode, because we've been here almost 50 minutes this time. For, what's that, 40 days of play. So thank you very much for watching. Take care, and see you next time.